Hello YouTube, it's Nuclear Weasel here, bringing you another deck profile. And as you can see, I changed my mat again. I decided to change with my buddy Walker, and got myself a Steam Vents mat, because he was running Jund, so I figured help him out, give him a mat that actually looks decent. Alright, today we're doing Mono Red. I built this deck earlier today to play an FNM just for a test, due to rollout coming soon. And there's a tournament in Waco, Texas, soon, and I'm planning on going to it. If not, that'll be a bummer. But I'm building a rollout deck, and this is what I have so far. I have some standard things in it, and I'll explain what will come out for when the standard now rolls out, like M13, Avacyn, Dark Ascension, Innistrad. Anyway, I need my hand back, so let's get to it. We're going to run a playset of Legion Loyalists that ultimately are really good against tokens. I forgot about that token part today when I was playing someone, and I scooped first game when he had a board full of tokens and there's no possible way I could win except, you know, swinging full out because he couldn't block. So I was a little bit depressed about that. By the way, the curve in this is really bad. Stormkirks, because Stormkirks right now aren't too bad, because standard's still in. For Stormkirks, let's see, I have the rest of the board over here. I'm considering Shred Freaks for playing over something, because it's an awesome 2-drop, and, well, you can't go wrong with Recto Shred Freak. It's probably a no, but I figured might as well explain all the options that you have. There's also the only 3-drop that would be in the deck is a playset of Chandra's Phoenix, due to the haste, flying, and the ability to get it back to your hand when you burn your opponent. And then we'll also consider Burning Trees, because Burning Trees into Young Pyromancer is really good. So, I mean, it all depends on what's being run and what works well. Like I said, this was all a test deck, so I decided to try it. Kecklers. Kecklers are really good. Probably one of the best 1-drops that's out right now, second only to Stromkirk. So, definitely need a playset. Founder Street Denizen. This is definitely one of the boss creatures of the deck. You need a playset, because you go play him turn 1, pass, turn 2, drop 2 1/1s, swing for 3. He's just really good. That, or you go into Ash Zealot and then you swing for 4, which is really good. So Denizen, definitely awesome, especially with Thatcher Revolt, but that's cycling out, so I figured I wouldn't play with it. No playtesting with cards that I'll rely on. This is the next mana curve. It's 2 mana. And Ash Zealots, because Ash Zealots, you're running 20 mountains in here, so you're not worried about mana at all. As long as you get the second mana, you win. Or second mountain. So yeah, Zealots. And the last creature, Young Pyromancer. There's enough kill spells in here where he's really good. When Searing Spear and Pillar are out, I've actually considered running Shred Freaks over these. Now I just remembered it now. Burning Trees over the Stromkirks, and definitely probably going to get rid of these, because you're going to lose many of the instants and sorceries that you play in this deck. But we'll figure it out. Now we're on to instants and sorceries. Or, well, instants. Playset of Dynacharge. Dynacharge is one of the best mono-red cards ever created in the face of the planet. Not really, but standard right now, Dynacharge is really good. It's the overload for 3 plus 2 plus 0, and it's so good. You swing full out, and whatever gets through, you Dynacharge it, and it's just really good, because then when you have Pyromancer out, it drops a token, and then because of the Founder Street Denizen, he's now hitting for 4, at least, if you didn't play another creature. or shock something in the way, pop out another token, so it gets really big, adds up. We're going to be running a playset of shocks, because shock is really good. I'm looking for 2 more of these arts, because I like that artwork, not this one. Shock is really good, 1 for 2. Not an instant speed pillar like Magma Spray, but it's pretty good. Searing Spear, one of the other cards that we'll have to board out due to rollout. We'll be playing 4 Mizium Mortars over those to hit the really big guys. I mean, I've been really malicious with this before, and it killed an Arbor Elf when I was playtesting my curve deck, or not curve, rollout deck. So yeah, we have the spears covered, but it'll be an unfortunate loss for the mono red. Now we're playset of pillars, because pillars really good against ooze. Pillars really good against anything really. Pillar is just a really good card. It's gonna be sad when we lose it, but hey, that'll be it. And then you run 20 mountains. 20 mountains, that way you're not mana screwed in any way unless you don't draw it, so you can't blame multicolored. Now we'll go into the sideboard. I put it right here so it's easier to reach. Triple Volcanic Strength for anybody who else is running mountains, because Volcanic Strength is really good. It'll be sad to lose it, but that's why we have Madcap Skills. Madcap Skills is definitely, you get the +1 off the Madcap. Well, this is +2, this is +3 +0, this is +2 +2, and Mountain Walk, so it's officially unblockable. Whereas this, they have to have 2 more creatures. So you go turn 1 Cackler, turn 2 swing for 5. It's definitely a push card, so that's the replacement for now. Until we figure out another means. Playset Mark of Mutiny. It's for the big aggro matchups when people are playing bigger creatures than you. You steal theirs, get the +1 counter on them, and then hopefully swing for game. Because we'll be losing this card, I have definitely considered Active Treason. Because Active Treason does the exact same thing, only no +1 counter. So, I mean, my friend and I, Warren, have not come up with the board for this yet. It's really in the process of being made. But hey, you can show it out to other people. Playset of Skullcracks. For anybody who's running the control decks or Thragtusks. I personally boarded 2 against someone today over Spears, because they were running Thragtusks. It didn't really help all that much. Jund is really hard matchup for this. Anybody that has bigger creatures that you can't rush is almost definite loss. But it all depends on the play. It depends on what you play. And then a playset of Burning Earth. Burning Earth is a great card in Standard right now. It makes it so that your opponents, who have all the multicolored pretty lands, they can't use them. You, with all your one-colored mono red land, are going to be just fine. But them over there with their Stomping Grounds, their Rootbound Gregs, this eats them for breakfast. They have to tap them. Personally, a friend of mine pointed out, okay, so you play Burning Earth, they go to Sphinx's Rev, and Sphinx's Rev will hit for 0 because you tap all that land. So actually it's going to be a -3 automatically, unless they're playing basic land. So it's a -3 automatically, and then you can Skullcrack them and they'll just eat all the damage and draw cards. And they'll probably lose because of it, because you draw that much. When you play Sphinx's Rev, you're usually going to die. Or you're in the safe zone. So it'll put you in negative, and then you're tapped out, and then you're in trouble. But yeah, Burning Earth, definitely a really good card. Because of such a low mana curve in this right now, for the aggro matchup, Reckoners will probably see board play when rollout comes by. Reckoner is really good against the aggro matchup. He eats pretty much any of the lower creatures out there. Yeah, the Sir to be reckoned with. I like showing him off. People are very interested in seeing him. But the point is that Reckoner eats little guys for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and shoots your damage back, so then you have a big blocker for the aggro matchup, and you can keep swinging in with Reckoner, or you can leave him back as a blocker. So he's really good. Personally, I like Dyna charging him because then he's a 5/3 with first strike that you can give him. Just really, really good. But anyway, that's the mono red deck, and it has been henceforth named the Red Hot Chili Peppers, because all it does is just aggro so fast that you are literally out of hand either turn 3 or 4. By turn 3, they should be at 4, 6, or 8. They should be below 10 life. If not, then you're not playing it wrong, it's just it didn't go so well. It happened many times today where I was drawing really bad hands, but the land came up and the plays played themselves out. So that's the deck. Leave a comment below on what you think and what you think will come out in Theros that'll help this deck. I'm actually going to need that kind of help when it comes to this 5K tournament that's coming up in Waco. If anybody has any ideas what other things I should put in, especially over the Rakdos Shred Freaks, because I really, really, really don't like them. Cackler is different, but Shred Freak is iffy. I don't really like running him. It's just a scrub card to use. But the point is if anybody can help me figure out what to run over Stromkirk, it would be really appreciated. So leave a comment below on what you think I should do. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe if you like my videos. And I can do more deck techs or deck videos if anybody asks. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.